Hello, hello. This is the my artifact episode number 2928. Today's date is 15th of November 2023. It's morning at 9:06 a.m. All right. So yesterday I didn't make any artifact episode. Why? Because I was thinking about something else, and that thought process was really incredible. I don't want it to interrupt with the artifact episode, and I try to record my thoughts in artifact episode, but um, it's not fully uh, cook. What do you mean by fully cook? Like basically, there is a thought process. Okay, and when you are thinking, like thought process means like that ki you are actually thinking about something, or you are actually creating about something. Most of the time, I was actually creating about something. What do you mean by creating about something? So I'm gonna tell you is that ki a situation where I went to Delhi, okay, and during this journey, I took the train. Then somehow I just missed my train. Then I just cancel the ticket, book another ticket. Then I get another train to Delhi, but it's kind of like a something really 2 hour late. So I just have to stay at a railway station for 2 hours for waiting for the train. Somehow there is a girl who is actually lost their train, and she also want to Delhi, okay, but she didn't really know how to book the ticket online because she is not from here. She is actually from like basically she is from South India, and she barely speak Hindi, okay, and she don't know what should you do, and you help her, okay, because she also want to Delhi, you also want to go to Delhi, so you book the ticket, and then you both are waiting for the train. Now just imagine a story what will happen. Okay, like you went to the train, then this happened, then you talk, and then this happened, then this happened, okay. So basically scat the I'm actually thinking about process, what is exactly happening, okay, like this happened. So when I was thinking, or when I was doing kind of like something really thought process, I was actually building some sort of story or some sort of thought process to give a proper ending, okay. And when I was in that particular stage, I won't be able to like record artifact episode, because in the artifact episode I do really require my mind, and my mind is actually stuck at that thought process that I was thinking about, okay. So usually okay, so at that time it won't be possible for me to record artifact episode, okay. And when I tell about this thing, when I fully cook, or like when I fully analyze everything, every perspective of that story, what will happen, this happened, how will I went to Delhi, and she went to Delhi, and then till that before time we became friend, whatever it is, okay, whatever the story that you are trying to imagine, okay. So you fully cook, you fully imagine a particular story, yeah, fully imagine a particular story, and then that story was fully cooked. Then you can elaborate that story through your words. So after that I can tell that story. So that is exactly I'm doing. Yesterday I was actually thinking about something. But what is exactly you are thinking, okay, like basically you thought about yesterday na, so maybe till now the entire process will be cooked, right? So tell me. Yeah, but little bit of personal, but I don't know. Okay, let just okay. This artifact episode is also a bit really personal, but yeah, let's just go through it. It will happen in the future. Okay, that key. It's a imagine. Okay, yeah, it's a kind of like a something really imagination. At the age of 25, I met a girl. Her name is Sakshi, and she was so beautiful, really great. At the first time I didn't really like her that much, But when I work with her means like that ki we usually are in same college, but her branch is kind of like something little different. She's from computer, I am from mechanical engineer. But in college we have Ganesh Utsav, and in that Ganesh Utsav festival we actually selected for anchoring the entire host the entire event. How we became selected, like I am kind of like a person who is actually like not afraid of stage daring. Okay. And she's not afraid, but she's also like this is the first time she was a bit really scared. Okay. Before this event I seen her, but I haven't really talked her. Okay. But when this event happened, we talk we talk a lot, talk about the how should you supposed to this queue that queue wagera wagera. Like in the hosting of event, like you shouldn't supposed to follow the script. Okay, there are a lot of things happen. Okay, you have to entertain the people throughout the next performance wagera wagera. So basically is that ki I have a little bit of experience because I do anchor, I do host event multiple times before that. So I was literally experienced. Okay, and I do have a little bit of confidence ki how do I like when the things got messed up, then I should step up and just sort out that thing. So I do have kind of like some sort of experience. She don't, not experience, but she like basically she's kind of like a really less confident about stage daring and stage like a talking in front of people, kind of like a little bit of scared. Most of people bit scared, but I don't. Okay, so I was go through that, tell about the every situation, everything. And when I just interact with her, I just understand her emotions, thought process, everything, the talks, things like that. The event was almost like a month. Okay, month night, it's almost like a 20 days. Okay, it's a lot of things. Okay, like basically there are a lot of competition, dance competition, debate competition, then lots of sports events too. Okay, as also like it's a lot, it's a lot, like basically it's a college festival, so that means it's a lot of event. Okay, so we do have to host that most of the event. Most of the event means like some of the event I actually host by my alone. Some of the event doesn't really required like some required kind of like a two people host, like a dance event. It really required two people of host. But some of the like debate competition, it doesn't really require that much two kind of people. Okay, most of the one kind of people can manage all those things, and most of the time I was them. Okay, and mostly talking about the dance competition, because in the dance competition the event is actually too long, basically almost like a 2 3 4 hours of event long. And for that 2 3 period of, there are almost like a 20 to 25 almost performance about the dance performance, and we do have to manage all those things. So yeah, like you understand the scenario. Okay, so this is, so we've been actually like talking for 20 minutes, and then after the event end, okay, we became friend. And then we actually started hang about things and things. And then we really like each other, and then we started dating. Okay, yeah, in the college. So college over, then then she pursue kind of like a she pursue a medical college. It's kind of like something really weird, because after the engineering college you should supposed to become an engineer, but she pursue a medical college. Why? Because her father and parents told her that she has to pursue medical. But in the first place she didn't really like what is it, it's kind of like something really weird, but yeah, she pursued medical. Okay, after that. And then I was starting doing YouTube. Okay, because at the first time I do have kind of like some sort of things required for YouTube, means like that I didn't really jump to the YouTube. Okay, like I did a job after the college, I got the selection for a company. I did job for 2.5 years, then I realized that it won't gonna possible for me. So during this 2.5 years I realized that what is actually interest and what is actually things that I have, and then I pursue YouTube. So at the beginning, so after the college, after 2.5 years of college, I left the job, started doing YouTube, and I was doing YouTube. Okay, she pursued medical college, and after the engineering she went to pursue medical college, and after the 4 year of medical college she became kind of like a little bit of doctor. Why I'm saying little bit? Okay, you won't be became doctor after you complete the medical. No, it required kind of like some sort of expertise, and expertise come from the actual knowledge. So she was actually kind of like doing some sort of like a assistant doctor वगैरह वगैरह. So yeah, so um my YouTube is actually growing. Okay, she is also kind of like a something really medical. She's also became a doctor. Okay, we have that kind of like a relation, and in that relation, like basically in the relation, we are actually thinking about, not thinking, we just like fight and things. The bond between we have like was really incredible. Like really, like I don't know how should I explain this thing. Yeah, okay. क्योंकि हमारे हर 2 दिन में झगड़ा हो जाता था, फिर सेक्स हो जाता था, फिर प्यार की बातें, फिर just like it's a lot of thing. Okay, the relationship is a kind of like a package of entire emotion. Okay, you have to go through that, and we both pursue that relationship, and just like whatever the things happen, झगड़ा प्यार वगैरह, झगड़ा प्यार sex जो भी होता है, I just love the entire situation scenario. Sometimes I hate it, sometimes I don't know, but it's a like I didn't really thought that ki she is a kind of like a something different person. No, whatever the emotion, whatever the package she has, I just have to take it. So yeah, and I really love that particular person. Not just kind of like a just because of my girlfriend. No, just because of that ki she is a kind of like a person who is actually like she is a kind of like a person. She told me that okay, you have an interest of the YouTube, why don't you do YouTube? Like at the first place I didn't really have courage to left the job and things like that, but she told me that ki, in the long run you won't be able to do this thing. Okay, you realize your interest is YouTube. Okay, so just pursue YouTube. You shouldn't supposed to do a job. Okay, and that the kind of like a something really the thought process for taking kind of like a shifting my career. It is kind of like a something really a very big change of my life. Okay, if I am kind of like something really alone or something like that, I won't be able to take that decision, because YouTube is a kind of like something really long journey. Okay, you shouldn't supposed to expect money for almost like a 3 year. You just have to proceed your creativity and content for almost like a 3 year, and then after that somehow you have started earning money. Okay, but at the beginning you won't be. At the beginning it was kind of like a something really struggle. It's a very struggle, and not just only struggle for the content, struggle for the like a put your emotion to make that content, which is also bitterly difficult. Okay, none of the people was kind of like that have that courage to do that thing, and as also I didn't really have that courage to create the content and things like that, because मैं तो ऐसा होता था ना कि हफ्ते में बस एक बार एक कंटेंट बना दिया, फिर उसके बाद तो नो नो नो, क्योंकि मेरे से तो नहीं होता. And sometime ना I just like taking it too lightly, but she told me that ki what will happen. She also put me that ki what is that the consequences happen, not just consequences, but as also she realized me ki like मुझे कंटेंट बनाना अच्छा लगता था, बट यूजुअली मैं कंटेंट हार्डली महीने में एक बार बनाना ठीक समझता था. काइंड ऑफ लाइक सम सॉर्ट ऑफ हॉबी, जो आपकी पेंटिंग आप महीने में एक बार बना दिए, ओके ठीक है. बट नहीं, यूट्यूब पे आपको हॉबी को काफ़ी पैशनेटली करना पड़ता है, हफ्ते में 2 बार या वगैरह वगैरह. सो uh, she put me that she tell me that कि like is this really important, then like उसने मेरे को बताया कि you should supposed to discipline. Okay, like you are going to office every day, like you are taking this as a kind of like some sort of serious, do this thing. So this kind of like, and I tell about things about her, just kind of like something really upper layer of that. Okay, then just like also yeah, I was also making the artifact episode. What is the artifact episode? So like before the college I was started doing this artifact episode, and she also know that ki artifact episode is kind of like that ki I was doing this thing, and um, like basically na it's a kind of like a something really different story about the artifact episode. Okay, so I met her at 2016. Okay, in the college. I was recording artifact episode since 2014. Why I started recording artifact episode? Because in the 2014 I was literally alone. I don't know, and there is some sort of things happen, like I fail in subject, and then there are multiple things happen at once. I was so scared. I do wanted to share those things, and Artifact episode is idea came from that key Avatar movie. Okay, when there is a people who is actually recording their log file. Okay, so I just imagine that key. What if I should record that kind of like a thing, that key what is actually happened throughout my entire day, and just record the end of the day. So it's kind of like something really good. So I do have that kind of like a imagination, and I didn't really kind of like a put, but in 2014 all those things are actually gathered together, and then I record a Artifact episode. I was recording Artifact episodes in 2014, 2015, 16, 17. Yeah, it's kind of like a something really every day. But I never really tell her that I recording Artifact episode. No. Okay, no. We've been in relationship since 2015, and I tell my Artifact episode in 2019. That means the 4 year I was recording Artifact episode after the relationship, but I haven't really tell her. In 2019, okay, she actually kind of like noticed that is he actually talking to someone else? Who is that person? I don't know. Okay, so she actually, and there is a kind of like, I didn't really tell her because of that I don't know, it's kind of like a something really personal thing. Yeah, girlfriend is also personal thing, talking about through talking girlfriend is also really personal thing, but Artifact episode is way more personal, dude. Yeah, I do talk about things like that. When did I masturbate? Like, what is actually my sex fantasy? And it is kind of like so many personal stuff regarding about my family, regarding about the people that I thought, regarding about the person that I love. To her, yeah, as also. So I just record. I didn't really tell her. Literally in 2019, she was actually thinking that what is actually is this thing. Then I tell her that I was doing. It was kind of like a really like at that moment. No, I just realized that this is the end of my relationship. Literally, yeah, this is the end of the relationship because she was so freaked out because all those years I was actually recording Artifact episode. She don't know what is exactly the Artifact episode. I tell her what is exactly Artifact episode. Then she started listening to this Artifact. Like we've been like this is exactly like I thought that this is kind of like some sort of breakup. Like we didn't really talk for almost like a week. Okay, and then after that she called me. I did call her, but actually she didn't really pick up the phone. Okay, then somehow I don't know, she understand, then call her, we talk, and she says that she wanted to listen those Artifact episode. So yeah, okay, so I have that entire file. Okay, so we met, we didn't really talk anything. Okay, she just like took the hard disk and just like went. I just like what the fuck. Okay, yeah, I think she's mad, but yeah. So I copy my entire Artifact episode from last 4 and 5 years, and then I gave it to her, and she was started listening. I don't know she was listening this thing or not. Okay, so almost like a week or 2 week ago we haven't really talked, and then after that we actually started talking, and she says that it's Artifact. It's a basically she was listening entire Artifact episode for whole week, literally whole week. Yeah, and I was like pretty scared that I don't know what exactly happened. Yeah, but she was listening this Artifact episode and she understand. I don't know what she's understand, but she's just like things that like I haven't even listened my Artifact episode. Like literally, मैं करीब ने क्या अभी like till this now I'm recording Artifact episode for almost like a 7-8 years, but I haven't really listened Artifact episode that much for the um, entire lifespan. How much Artifact episode record? How much Artifact episode listen? Maybe almost like maybe max to max 10, 20 Artifact episode. Yeah, that's it. And how many Artifact episode did I record? Almost like maybe 8 to 9,000 Artifact episode I record. So I recorded almost like a roughly 10,000 Artifact episode I record, and I listen almost like a 10-20, so that means almost like a 0.00000% that I listen. Okay, but she listen all those Artifact episode. yeah, she did listen all those things, and we're just like, dude, what the fuck. Okay, the reason why I didn't really listen my artifact episode, because at the beginning I was like, dude, ये मेरा आवाज है कितना pathetic आवाज है. At the beginning it was kind of like some sort of voice, but right now I'm a bit really habitual about all those things. Yeah, still now I am not really listen my artifact, but still, like I usually prefer to record instead of listening. Okay, but she listened everything. Okay, and I think like the bond between us is became even more stronger. I don't know, it's just so much stronger. Yeah, like she understand me so much, so well. uh, and I think na, I think that ki, uh, I love her, she also love me, but I love maybe almost like a maybe 100%. She loved me almost like 1,000%, 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000%. Yeah, she loved me so much, literally so much. Okay, and this all those things happened when I was doing a job. Okay, and at that time we are actually discussing about ki, like should I switch the job, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. And she told me that ki, what is exactly my passion and what is exactly my content creation, and you have to do it. You have to do it. So uh, so yeah, because of her I just started recording my YouTube career and things like that. Okay, then then things good happened. Okay, like I'm started earning money from the YouTube, she's also became a doctor, and then we got married. Okay, we got married, and then things are really good. Well, okay, like we bought the flat in Pune. Okay, regarding about the family, and there is a drama, there is not really that much drama. Okay, yeah, we do have kind of like some sort of religious consequences, because I'm a Buddhist, she was a Brahmin, and my sorry her mother, she's not allow for that. But it's kind of like at the beginning, but then she understand, then her mother understand, then yeah, it's like basically like it's not kind of like a bother of religious, it's kind of like a bother of that ki, I'm doing YouTube. Okay, and YouTube is a kind of like a some sort of people is not really consume that ki, YouTube kind of like a something really a stable career. So she thought that his career is not really that much good. But हमारा प्यार इतना ज़्यादा था, तो she convinced that. Okay, and then we married. Okay, then while I was recording a YouTube, like basically she told me that कि what if you are started, she also started recording artifact episode too. Okay, and I was also listening her artifact episode. It is kind of like something really mutual, like this artifact episode became kind of like our thing. Okay, yeah, sometimes we record artifact episode together. Yeah, together. Yeah, but it's also really cool. Then what exactly happened that key that like basically she thought that ki, what if we make this artifact episode kind of like a something really a social media, not social media, but like just like we are making artifact episode, what if they does make artifact episode. Okay, like the advantage that get artifact episode was really incredible, like the thought process and thinking abilities and everything was really good. Okay, so why don't we make artifact episode, like why don't we make kind of like a app that everyone makes artifact episode with also secret privacy, because artifact episode you share kind of like something really very confidential data of yourself, then it is really not so good for people to know that who you are and वगैरह वगैरह. So it make it kind of like something really private, but let's share those artifact episodes. So uh, she has a kind of like a something really stable job. So she's like kind of like she has an idea, then I work on that idea that key might be it will work. So I like I do have YouTube, so I do have kind of like some sort of strong connection regarding about the people who make apps, some sort of things. I went discuss that thing. Okay, build a app, it takes almost like a 2 year to make the apps and things like that, vagara vagara. During this time uh, we born two babies. Okay, Eva and Riley. Who is Eva? Basically is that key, not twin, but actually both my babies, both my girls are actually born at the same time. Like basically she like like Sakshi is actually pregnant by two babies. Okay, and then I got something really a very amazing gift in my life, that key. I have two daughters. Okay, Eva and Riley. Then this artifact episode work, literally work. Yeah, when I launched the app, within almost like a 6 months, we get almost like millions of views, and millions of people who are recording artifact episode, and they are actually share those artifact episodes. Then people who share, its number of literally increase, very increase, literally increase. And then I am earning lots of money, literally lots of money. So because of that artifact episode, and I do have kind of like a became kind of like some sort of popular celebrity. So yeah, somehow I do have some sort of interviews, वगैरह वगैरह. So I am 37. Sakshi is also 37, because we have same age. My daughter Eva and Riley, she is 7, 8 maybe. Okay. There is a one day I went to New York for interview, and an interview, not interview, it's a kind of like some sort of speech. I have to give a speech to the younger audience, younger, through that thing. And the I didn't really talk about the entire artifact. It's a lot of things. Okay, I just talk about the kind of like something really upper layer of story. There's a lot of in detail. I was talk about the entire life journey in that story. So I was in New York. I was going to give a speech. Okay, then my brother called me and said that ki Sakshi got accident, and and she is actually in an ICU, and might be she is taking a last breath. I was in New York, almost like maybe just within a 10 minutes I have given a speech to the people, and I don't know what should I supposed to do. Okay, because like there is almost like a 0.00 chances that I see her alive. Like she is actually at India. I am in New York. Flight almost like it takes 11 to 12 hour to reach India, and no way she could possibly breathe for that. So I don't know. At that time, I just don't know what exactly happened. Okay, I gave speech. I gave the speech to New York because I this speech is not really that much important, but I don't know. Just like I gave that speech, I like I do have kind of like things that कि मैं वहाँ से निकल सकता था, इंडिया में जा सकता था, but I don't know. I have to give the speech. I gave speech. Um, very normal, very kind of like a things that I don't know. I just don't really understand what is exactly the like accident. She's in ICU. I just don't really get it. What is just like almost like a minute ago, I was so happy, so excited about this pitch. Minute after, I just don't realize the gravity of the things happened. I just gave the speech, and then I came home, and um, Sakshi is gone. I I just don't know what is exactly is this thing. What exactly happened? Sometimes, the people is actually went far away. You don't really understand the gravity of the people went far away. Okay, because at the beginning you just think that ki maybe she went at somewhere. She will come back after 2 3 days maybe. So I didn't really understand whole the funeral and ceremony, and like I didn't really like cry, or I didn't really kind of like put some sort of tears. I don't know. It's like what exactly happened. I was maybe in shock. I do knows that thing कि हाँ thing happened thing. I do understand the when people are die, they won't come back. I know that thing, but I just can't process that the situation. I just don't know. And I was looking through my girls. She's crying. At that time, there is only one thing um, I just thought that maybe I just have to just strong. I don't know, it's just like I thought that कि मुझे strong रहना चाहिए. I feel that. So I was strong, and I didn't really cry. I feel a little sad, but I don't know. I don't know nothing at all at that moment. Then 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 things happen. Yeah, things happen. Things happen means like that. Ki, yeah, she's gone, and the life is actually in front of me. I have two daughters. Yeah, I'm kind of like a big person at that moment. Yeah, moment means like that. Yeah, I was kind of like a rich because of the artifact and things like that. Then I don't know. At that time, I just realized that na ki fuck up, dude. Yeah, this is like basically na like when I was kind of like in my sad moment, I uh, Riley is sorry. Sakshi is giving me very strong advice regarding about the what should I supposed to do, and she's actually motivate me throughout my very depression amount of time. Like when I was doing YouTube, when my video is not really going well, I was so depressed. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what exactly happened. I just don't know that key. What is exactly mistakes that I did. But when the Sakshis came, she told me that ki it's a long run. You shouldn't supposed to think that way कि मेरा एक video अच्छा नहीं गया तो ना. She don't really give me a feedback anything at all. She just gave me a kind of like some sort of motivation कि तू कर सकता है. I don't know, she's kind of like something really fuel of me. Okay, like at that moment, whatever the person that I became, I think the entire thing that I became just because of her. Okay, just like I don't know the Sakshi, the like I didn't really imagine that I do can earn that much amount of money. I didn't really imagine my entire life. Okay, I never really have that kind of like a privilege, like a kind of like a something really godfather who does that thing. No, the effort that I took by myself and the effort required for fuel, and that fuel is actually filled by Sakshi. And I just like at that moment, na, I just feel like that. Ki I just lost my fuel. But then I realized that na, if the Sakshi was here, she won't be telling me that he just try not. She if she was there, she says me that na कि like एक पहले झापड़ मार देती साक्षी पहले. Okay, when I was a bit in stress ना, so साक्षी पहले तो एक drop से झापड़ मार दी literally ना. साक्षी जब झापड़ मारती ना बहुत ही जम के मारती थी यार. लिटरली ने कहा ऐसे पूरा जोर लगा के लाइक लिजिट स्लैप. मेरे मेरे गाल में ऐसे ऐसे हो रही थी विंशुट क्या होगा. इतना गुस्सा था तो मैंने ऐसे झापड़ मार दी उसको. बट शी इज एक्चुअली डूइंग अ स्लैप वेरी लाइक उसका जो झापड़ थी ना वो इतना इंटेंस थी ना वो बहुत. जब भी व्हेन आई वाज इन स्ट्रेस वो आती थी पहले रप से झापड़ मार दी थी. Literally there is a one incident that I know. Okay, I was bitterly stressed. Okay, I don't know what should I supposed to do. Okay, I was in the railway station because one of my friend is actually went to the Pune. He got a job, and one of my really best friend. Okay, I was so stressed because of that. He was my friend and he got a job, and right now I'm not really kind of like earning money or anything like that. So he actually took the train and he went away. But I stay on that. I stay on that railway station. Okay, and then she called me and she says, where are you? I some railway station. Okay, and what are you doing in railway station? I don't know, I'm just staying. Okay, why? Actually is like a train is actually went almost like a hour ago. You actually leave the railway station. I says, yeah, I feel okay. At that time my energy was really low, but she understand what I'm feeling. She understands. She came to the railway station. I didn't really say her to come to the railway station, but she came to the railway station. Okay, she found me on the airport platform. Okay, and when she came, I didn't really know she came. I literally surprised. What the fuck? Why are you came? Okay, and when she came, एक झापड़ मार ली वहाँ स्टेशन पर. इतनी जोर झापड़ मार ली. There are a bunch of people is watching me. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, and then like basically is that na, at that moment I just like me as a balat, like I just looked at her and she says okay fine yeah. Okay, and then she actually says that ki हाँ चलो ना, शरद गया ना, उसको जॉब लग गई ना, तो लाइक बेसिकली यू आर एक्चुअली लाइक अ क्राई बेबी, ओके, तू बस रोता रहेगा, ओके, तेरा दोस्त तो लग गया ना, तो ओके, इफ़ यू वांटेड टू अर्न मनी, इफ़ यू वांटेड टू grow your thing, then you have to do it, okay. Like she actually motivate me, thank you, like the worst thing will happen, even more worse, okay, what do you do? Should you just supposed to wait and just be kind of like a pathetic, that kind of like person, or she just like a, like just like wake up and do your thing? वेन शी मोटिवेट ना, उसका मोटिवेशन का तरीका बहुत ही गलत था यार, बहुत जोर से चप्पड़ मारती थी, बहुत ही जोर से, लिटरली। एंड लाइक व्हेन आई वाज इन रिलेशनशिप फॉर ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ 7 year ऑफ रिलेशनशिप, एंड देन 5 year ऑफ मैरिज, पता नहीं उसने कितनी बार झापड़ मारी, कितनी बार, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ना, दो झापड़ मारे जस्ट बिकॉज गिविंग मी मोटिवेशन, उसका मोटिवेशन का तरीका बहुत ही गलत था, बहुत ही गलत था, ओके। सो व्हेन आई वाज इन दैट स्टेज, ओके, व्हेन साक्षी वाज नॉट देयर, आई थॉट दैट कि लाइक जब साक्षी होती ना, तो वो मेरे को झापड़ मार देती थी, लिटरली फाड़कन। सो अभी झापड़ मारने के लिए है नहीं, तो लाइक, but if the Sakshi's soul was here, she's actually slapped multiple times, and I realized that कि नहीं, अभी मुझे बस ऐसे ही बैठ कर नहीं रहना है, nothing really at all. I just like I just had to do my work. So uh, so I just working as much as work. I just don't know. Okay, वो एक तरह से नहीं गया, मेरे अंदर अजीब सा एक कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया यार। आई डोंट नो, जस्ट लाइक आई डोंट वांट टू बी लिव पथेटिक, आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू बी सैड एंड मैं बस रोता रहूँगा, ना 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 ना, वो एटीट्यूड ही चला गया, जस्ट लाइक डूड बेंचोद। वो लाइक अगर अगर सिचुएशन मेरे को चोदेगी ना, तो मैं उसको डबल चोदेगा, ओके। तो दिस इज काइंड ऑफ लाइक सिचुएशन, टिट फॉर टैट, बेंचोद, कितना भी मौका आ जाए। So I don't know what the fuck is happened, okay. When I was like at that moment, yeah, artifact is going really well, I am earning kind of like something really good amount of money, but there are so many allegations to my artifact episode, because artifact episode is actually kind of like something really happen in the multiple, happen in the brain, happen in kind of like a things that की बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, okay. The people who are actually recording artifact episode, they are actually thinking about very wrong way. I didn't really understand this thing, but when I look through the company profile, people are actually talking about negativity all the time. Then I broadcast my message, talk about things, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. I put my company to kind of like a really positive direction, and then I jump to the another like a cloud gaming. Okay, I build an app for cloud gaming. People who wanted to game, they don't really required for PC, console वगैरह वगैरह. They just wanted to play. They can play the game, okay, by the cloud service. I built that app. Then lithium, then DC, then I became the richest person in the world, okay, yeah. And this is kind of like a something really upper layer. When she gone, I just don't know, okay. I just realized that na ki like a like 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 Sakshi's soul is actually inside of me, okay. And when she was with me, उसने मोटिवेट किया फिजिकली थ्रू giving me slap and things like that, एक झापड़ मार देती and just do your work, okay. When she's not here, she's actually inside of me, okay. And like the confidence that I have, the attitude that I have at this moment, or from this moment when she's gone, the attitude and confidence is not my confidence, it's her confident, okay. Because let me tell you one thing, I was recording artifact episode, I didn't really listen my artifact episode, she listened all my artifacts. So after she know I'm recording artifacts, so she was listening all my 4 5 year of artifact episode non-stop. And after that, she is also listening my artifact episode. Basically, she knows me so well that I know myself at a lot. She knows me that I like methi ki bhaji. She knows that I like puran puri. I like zardili puran puri that much. Like instead of normal puran puri, I like zardili puran puri, because my mother makes kind of like a really zardili puran puri, and I really like with kind of like a sajuk tup and things like that. She don't know how to make puran puri, but she understand, and she make kind of like a really as good as my mother makes puran puri. She makes that. Okay, she knows me so well, really really well. And after she gone, she's not gone. She's actually inside of me. And then things happened. Okay. I became kind of like a rich person, but not a rich person. I became kind of like a richest person in the world because I'm not talking about kind of like a giving you some sort of things that yeah I was kind of like a flexing my how much rich I am. No, no, not at all. Okay, I just realize the value of the person. I'm earning kind of like a billions of trillions of money, but I realize that key the value of the person you shouldn't count in money. Okay, आज मेरे पास दुनिया भर का पैसा है, दुनिया की हर एक चीज़ खरीद सकता हूँ, बट दो चीज़ नहीं खरीद सकता, इंसान और वक्त. Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking about last night, and I don't know. Yaar. Thank you.